no time to get out of bond because I'm all that and some other shit. As a kid, I was hosting in clubs, you have no idea because I'm McLovin, bitch. I'm the same kid who would eat off the block and still getting food from the government. I go 30 for 30, the third I got 30, so now we just wait till the buzzer hit. You can.
Welcome back to another edition of I'm Not Cappin podcast. It's the main event. We got Josh in the building and yours truly, Big Sheem. What it do?
What's good? What's good? What's happening? A lot to talk about, man. I'm ready, man. I'm ready, bro. It's about to be a heated one today.
I told you, AJ, everything that was finna happen ahead of time. And I knew they were not going to disappoint. So, for those who don't know, I'm going to still go over what essentially the match is on the card. And then I'm going to let Josh get let the whole clip off. And then I'm going to go. So, Roman beats Jacob. Cody beats Gunther. Rhea beats Jade. Sol Ruka beats Becky. And Brock beats Obafemi. Josh, I'm gonna meet up. I'm gonna let you go at it, big dog. I'm gonna let you got it.
All right. Brock being Obafemi. Are we actually serious right now? Oh, why? Why? In what world does that make sense? I don't know why it makes sense at all. I'm tired of seeing people saying, "Oh, well, the third match is gonna be crazy, and it was a good match, and we don't get it at Summer." No, WrestleMania, the post show, Oba and Roman, both of them teased, "Hey, summertime about to be a movie." Why are we doing Oba versus Brock, and why does Brock has to go over Femi? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know if it's backstage politics, and Brock Lesnar just didn't want to work with anybody else, and this is the only way like they can have Brock. I don't know what it is, but I'm tired of this notion that Brock Lesnar, anytime he goes against a black superstar, he has to go over in some shape or form. What are we doing? Well, why? And then I get it. They try to pull up, on Monday night and still make Obafemi look strong, by him having still having that aura, beating everybody up in the King of the Ring tournament. And I get all that, but we could have avoided all of this. We could have avoided all of this if just Oba could have beat Brock. And he could have won the King of the Ring tournament or whatever how they wanted to write it off or play it off. But here we are off the heels of Clash of Italy, and we're gonna try to understand why even half of that card went the way it did too. I'm mad about Cody and Gunther. The only thing I don't have a problem with is Roman and Jacob and Ruka and Becky. Other than that, that whole card from top to bottom was a big why for me.
I definitely agree. I'm gonna. Where do I want to attack it? You know what? I'm gonna attack the Brock and Oba first. Reason why I knew it was gonna go out at that is predictable booking, and I think you said it. I'm really starting to think he dug Gunther. I'm really starting to think that was the backstage politics.
Mm-hmm.
That if it's not him, then whoever at being didn't want him, Gunther, because at that point he would have finished Cena, AJ Styles, and Lesnar, and he doesn't have a belt on him. And I think this relieved the pressure on putting the belt back on Gunther. And essentially, I think that's why they're throwing him the stupid thing with Cody Angle. And I think this Cody thing is going to lead all the way up to SummerSlam. I completely agree with you because this is the conflict of interest that they don't realize what they do. Okay. I fully expect Oba to win the King of the Ring. Cool. The King of the Ring, but then SummerSlam, he's not obviously fighting Roman then because he's got to go fight Brock. So
And what do you do? And he's already advanced in the tournament. What do you do to then? You're literally chopping the legs right under Obafemi. You're literally chopping.
But
Because what do? He's gonna lose the semifinals via disqualification of Dom, or whatever the case might be. Because I have a feeling Brock gonna probably come out and he's gonna attack Dom, which then makes Oba have another loss under his record, under the rules that plays.
what I think they're gonna do, and you're gonna say this is the craziest thing ever. I feel like he's gonna win the thing, then Brock's not gonna pop up into the champ. Like I can see them working some type of angle at the end where something stupid that forces their hand. Cause SummerSlam's not the next pay-per-view, right? It's something else, right?
Where we
What
at?
is it?
June, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got July. Yeah, the King of the Ring. They're gonna end the King of the Ring tournament in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, okay. So
The finals is gonna
maybe at the end I don't know, because I really don't understand. And then I gotta get to this King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring, that whole nonsense. So Ruka versus Becky. I wasn't mad, but I think it's too early. I really think it's just too early because the way they've built up Becky so far to this point, and then now you essentially, even though I love Sol Ruka's work,
Mhm.
you just let her come in for less than I don't even think she's been on the main roster for what, a month?
Yeah, I'll probably say like a month or two. I could be wrong.
And she jumps in line in front of everyone else, which I like. I really do love the character in her in ring thing, but I don't know. That just to me, you gotta do your pecking order. The Rhea versus Jade. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. I really don't want to see Rhea back with the belt. I hate to say it like that. It's nothing against, but her whole character, and she's not in the Judgment Day no more, and she's not like I like the mommy persona, but it's nothing more. Like we're not advancing anything at this point with her character, and Jade. I feel like it's a lot of different directions you can still go with her and with the character, and she's still getting better in the ring. So I hate to say it this way. I just don't anticipate Jade to get the belt back, but I would love for them to do something with Rhea. Something like I just feel like we're gonna get a stale character, and that's it. Um
Can I propose?
Cody versus Gunther. Huh? Go ahead.
Can I propose an idea for Jade
I'm
and
listening.
so what if they what if at the King and Queen pay per view in Saudi Arabia, what if they do the rematch Jade and Rhea again, which I've been talking online. You see how we running into a little, just a side note, where every match had to go to like the third match and then the story's done. That's my gripe for right now. But what if they do Rhea and Jade 3, Jade wins, and Jade gets the title back, but in that same night, Charlotte Flair wins the Queen of the Ring, and then at SummerSlam we get Jade versus Charlotte Flair.
I'm I have been reading up on this that's what people want, but oh, you're gonna laugh because this is why I say WWE is stupid. I see if Josh had already peeked this. You notice anything funny here on this image?
Um,
they're on the same
the
frame.
owner. Oh wow, wow! I didn't even see that. Wow,
So
wow. So we're just gonna throw that out. No, it's a fatal 4-way, so they could tell a story. I thought all of them were like one-on-one matches. When I first saw the graphic, I thought they were all one-on-one matches. But like now, I realize after seeing the men's, it's a fatal 4-way. So they could still run the play where fatal 4-way. You don't have to be pinned. Jay don't have to be pinned. Charlotte gets the advancement, and like I said, we could still potentially get that match.
I'm with it. I would like to see it. But I have a funny feeling Jay's gonna get thrown in the back of the line, and I feel like it's gonna be Charlotte versus Rhea. But I don't know. Let me not say that because I'm gonna get into this later when we go dissect the whole women's and kings. Um, I don't know. That one was that's that. But I'm gonna go back on track. We don't go back in there.
But
Cody versus Gunther. If I can give this like 0 out of 10, I would give it 0 out of 10. Not the creative side of this. I wasn't, ironically enough, Josh, I didn't really like Gunther for a long little period of time. But then something told me, you know what? This is not Gunther's fault. It's just his booking and where they have him at this point. And lately, I've been like, okay, for him to lose like that, and I just don't. I feel like we gave him Styles and Cena for no reason. I don't know if you like. I'm wilding on that, but like, for someone they're trying to build as the biggest heel to me as what they were trying to do, I don't know. There's no keep push on it. Like to me, it's getting stale.
I agree. And like I said, I do think it's more so but backstage politics hurting him. I think a lot of people realize, like I said, first episode, originally he was supposed to go against Ray, and Ray was like, "No, I want Dom." And then they probably pivoted from Ray to Brock, and Brock probably said the same thing. Nah, I'm good off that. When only exceptions were Goldberg, AJ, and Cena that said, yeah, I'll retire to Gunther, no problem, no easy, and they worked the match. I think at this point, Gunther is stuck in this weird vortex where, like, because he's such a wrestler's wrestler, like that old school where it's like, I'm gonna make this look real. I'm gonna throw a chop on you, and you just gonna have to eat it. And I think a lot of the boys backstage are like, yeah, nah, I'm not rocking with that. Some of them do, like Cody. Cody said on the interview, he was like, oh yeah, throw them chops at me. I'm ready for it. When he came back and they did the Rumble, and when Cody came back after the tour bicep, he told Gunther, hey, yo, throw them bombs at me. He took it on the re-repaired torn bicep. So I think it's more so some people on the roster are like, I ain't doing all that. And I think that's what's hurting him. So they're going to have to keep pivoting to pivot to pivot to pivot. And then they're stuck in this weird vortex. If it was me, creative control is out the window. If I say you're going against this guy, you're going against this guy. If you don't, you're fired.
Yeah. I mean, you have mentioned this, and I definitely agree where it's too much with the stars, like you said, where with the creative control. And I know everyone was rocking it and they didn't like how Vince, but the integrity to stuff is just not there no more. Going back to the Rhea and Jade, that freaking botch rope thing was fucking terrible. Where homegirl was supposed to put her foot up on the rope, and the ref literally had to stop the count, and then we literally just seen Charlotte do it in real time with the ref looking. Like, it's no more of like believable. It's like the magic is lost. and they don't even try to fix it. And then Gunther with the foot under the rope is, we see this stuff in like, it's not even, you're taking the creativity out of it, and that's the thing I don't like. I miss the actual good stories that, dang, like, Josh, we really think they hate each other, and we really like, yo, this is real. Gunther is just ending everyone's career. He is the career killer. He's doing this. Well, wait, we don't have anything for him. People are ducking him. Okay, cool. Brock, like you said, every black superstar seems like, hey, Kofi, we put you over, but hey, you're gonna get squashed in 15 seconds after, and then you're gonna lose the belt. Okay, that's great. Um, and I'm like you, I don't like it. And then, well, Obi, we're gonna just keep, oh well, we can reestablish your dominance, so you're not gonna get buried. No, guys, we don't. Brock's at the end. There's no need to rebuild his credibility. He's like, let it go. Let it go. Then Roman versus Jacob. I knew Jacob wasn't gonna win this match going in. I seen a video, Josh, and I don't know how you feel about this, because I'm like split down the middle when it comes to the bloodline. I don't really care for it. Then it's cool. I don't have any hope that we're actually going to develop anything new from it. But this TikTok video was like, well, this is literally the same variation of bloodline, the same thing they did. Remember when Sami Zayn had joined the bloodline? Do we really trust Sami? Now we're gonna put Jacob in here. Do we really trust Jacob? Oh, hey, by the way, at the end, it pans to Solo and NFTs. Well, that's great, Josh. But guess what? The rest of the MFTs got freaking cut. So it's literally Solo and the other two. So hold on. But then I have this for later on the show. Okay, no, they're gonna rebuild the NFTs to put Royce Keys in there. Well, what doesn't that get the whole purpose of the MFTs? He's not Samoan. There's no more. It's just like, okay, well, guys, they just literally just put a blindfold from us, and they just tell us to take it every week. But
it's like they're literally covering eyes, and you're just, yeah, whatever just comes to mind, I'm just putting it in. And for me, I kind of, as far as the Roman Usos Jacob, as far as that core goes, I like the direction they're going, only because of, I know they're recycling some of the old bloodline aspects from a few years ago, and probably rehashing that MFT storyline too. But I feel like it's way too much. And the only thing I do like is, like I said, the story with Jacob. Like, is Jacob gonna eventually break that? I know him and Jay are gonna go at it at some point, but I do think they're going to replay that same story where Jacob might become the actual tribal chief, where Roman's been given Jay like times, like few before he won the world title. He told Jay, hey, focus on getting back the title. And Jay just kind of fell back in line with him instead of just being like, okay, I'm gonna do my thing. And then Monday, Roman again told him, hey, go over to SmackDown, win the King of the Ring tournament, and go take Cody's title. I think Jay's gonna fail, and then Roman's gonna be like, you're not, I thought you was the guy, but Jacob's really that guy. And I think they realize with Jay is not the star they thought he was. He only got over because of the heat and him being drunk with Cody, because that's how that all goes. And then I think the fans realize he's not a good in-ring worker, and he's very limited of his promos. And they looking for guys that can cut a promo, that could be in the ring, that can maybe Jay don't like us. I tell people like, yo, sometimes it is booking, but sometimes it's your favorite superstar. Who wants to get up at 4 a.m., do media, go to the gym, go to the arena, deal with agents, deal with your boss, do media, go on, start going live at 7. Probably you ain't working a match till 11, 12 o'clock to the next city. Repeat all again. Not everybody's going to be like, I want to do that. I just want to go to work, wrestle, and call it a day.
Right.
So I think that's what hurt Jay. And I think now they realize that maybe Jay is not fit and cut to do all that. And now they see Jacob as probably Roman's successor, the true Roman successor, to be like, all right, yeah, he could cut a promo. He's willing to get up, do media. I see more Jacob Fatu interviews than Jay Uso. That already tells me Jacob wants it. He wants it.
Yeah, no, I definitely would say he definitely wants everything and wants it all. This is a good question though. Who's really running creative team? My personal opinion, I would like to say I think all three of them have some sort of agreement. I know when ESPN has their stuff, there's only certain wrestlers that fight on ESPN. Like Brock has to be on the ESPN edition or whatever they got going on.
Mm-hmm.
TKO has their own stuff pushing, and then Triple H. I don't even want to get on started with Triple H, but Triple H has his own logic behind stuff. Um, but I'm really upset because the whole situation WWE's in, because TKO at the end of the day has the end decision making, but I feel like WWE should have never been in this position to start with. But that's just my little 2 cents on that. Josh, you got any comment on that?
Um, like I said, I agree with you where I feel like all three hands are in the pot. Where ESPN, obviously, they want big stars to boost the ratings up. TKO, they're just like, if you're famous and you can make us money, we want you. And then I don't know, Triple H, he's trying to push his guys. We know his guys are Cody, Rhea's in that mix, Io's in that mix. Um, Rome, whether I with Roman is kind of iffy. I feel like though since we people forget Rock is on the TKO board, so he has stakes. If he says, "Hey, I want to do this and I want you to do that," Triple H gonna have to be like, "Yes, sir." Feel me? So I think maybe The Rock is on Roman's side, and that's why Roman still is at the position he's in. I don't know. Maybe Triple H does like him. I don't know. But I feel like it's too many hands in the pot. And like Drake said on his album, fuck the big three. There was too many chefs in the kitchen. It was a mess to begin with.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Um, it's just I don't know. I've been saying this, and unfortunately, I think we're definitely looking at the decline. Only way I can ever see wrestling getting back to its peak is TKO is going to have to relinquish their duties with WWE because it is. I don't. I would just say like it. I don't even know how to describe how bad the acting, the wrestling, the storyline, like everything to me is at its lowest it's ever been. Now everyone just watches because of the nostalgia value of WWE. But if we're being honest, like you said this before, shout out to Chad. He made a video about AEW. I just think if you're looking like you guys said, looking for actual good wrestling, there's a lot of more other companies just to get that too. Um, but I am gonna share this graphic again with the King of the Ring. We're gonna go start off with the men's side.
Let's go. Let's talk.
Obviously we got Oba versus Dom.
Dom.
I I really hoping Oba wins, but I don't. I don't know what they do with Dom on that part.
It's like
Um,
they split me. I one part of me, Dom needs this. In my opinion, and one half of me, I feel like if Dom would have been on the other bracket, I would have been fine, and maybe Femi and Dom for the finals. But like it's too we Rollins is. I'm pretty sure Rollins is gonna win. I'm
yeah,
looking.
I was gonna say only person that really had the easiest road. Rollins is just is gonna be here. Um, this bottom portion, Royce needs to me. I know. Well, let's talk about it. I think Royce needs more of character directment with this, with his whole character itself. I want to see where we're going with Royce Keys. Jay's favorite guy, LA Knight. I think LA's buried. I'm not even gonna put my money on LA. Jay Uso, I feel like this is gonna determine to me what bloodline we're getting. To me, honestly, this match right there, because if Jay Uso wins with bloodline getting involved, okay, we know they're gonna be here to dominate all the belts. Jay Uso loses, whatever, like you said, maybe we get to the Jacob storyline. Finn Balor, maybe 5 years ago, I would actually say Finn Balor is probably gonna win this here, but I really doubt Finn Balor is gonna get this. Um, that all being said,
It's tough. It's a weird.
LA Knight's gonna win. That being said, I'm gonna take LA Knight.
Um, I I feel like
What
I
you
feel like
got?
everybody wants LA Knight to win. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I think it's
I'm
gonna
not
be
into.
Jay for the simple fact
Mhm.
we know Rollins is gonna be in that bracket, and I
Yeah.
think they're going to once again uh try to tell a story beforehand where they're probably gonna lead up to they're gonna tease. Are we gonna get Rollins and Roman?
Hmm.
And it's too many factors going on and that's playing into it. I see what they're doing. They're trying to keep everybody's, like what are whether like we're talking about. What are they gonna do? What are their options? But I feel like they're just gonna go that plain simple route where they're gonna, tease the eventual face off between Roman and Seth because they've been doing it for all these years. They've been leeching off the Shield. And now they got their big money cash cow with the bloodline. They're just gonna leech off old stuff. And like I said, I Dom needs it. Oba Femi needs it. LA Knight does needs this. I wouldn't be mad. Javon Evans.
Yeah.
There's so many people who actually need Carmelo Hayes, who's been knocked out, who could have benefited from this whole card to begin with.
You know who I can put to this name right here? Freaking Solo. What are we
Solo
doing with
Penta,
Solo at this point?
like
Uh,
it with Solo, like I said, he could have definitely the spark could have been relit with him, and I don't know why they're just so dedicated on the fact they need to keep leeching off the old stuff. Oh,
yeah, like I thought we broke him off from the group for a reason, and like to me, I think Solo's one of the better heels on the whole card. I mean, well, on both shows. I mean, I love what he does. Like he has it. It's just I was talking to Pops. Pops want him to come back to the bloodline. But the problem I have with that is we gotta do something with him. Obviously, he's not gonna like right now, besides Roman Cody. I think Trick's probably the only other person with a belt. I don't see him losing the belt anytime soon. So is Solo getting the where are you gonna is Solo gonna get IC? I don't want to see Solo with tag team. Like I feel like Solo and Gunther are probably the two best heels to me on both sides of the coin right now. I don't Blink, aka the Vision, is like, oh, I forgot. Excuse me, Josh. Braun Breaker was on there. We gave up like the whole part of the Vision was the like the
Braun
whole
Breaker's
part
the
of the
tag team
Vision was for
champion. I
Braun
mean, at
Breaker.
least he got that to his name. Even though I like how they apply the Freebird rule to whoever they just feel like giving a Freebird rule to. You know, so I'm like, they're still trying, but
Can they just get rid of Josh? I think aren't they the first staple in history? Everyone got hurt. Well, Theory wasn't there originally, but the whole freaking stable got hurt.
yeah, you're right. I think yeah, because I mean, I feel like Rollins also has this like curse on him where like ever since the Shield happened, every group that he's tried to attempt doing just fails. Remember the whole when he was with I don't know if you remember back in COVID, Buddy Matthews and he had like this whole group where he was playing like the savior of the WWE, like he was just I don't want to but he was trying to act like he was God, Jesus type vibe. Like, yeah, I'm the savior. He had this group with this guy named Buddy Matthews and his tag team, the AOP. Soon as he came out with that, Dead on Arrival, they just pretty much all his stablemates, and it was just him on his own. So Rollins just has this curse on him, and maybe it's because he's the one that broke up the Shield. That's the story they can run with, you know. Every group he's been in just kind of, since after the Shield, just kind of plummeted. And I think at this point, Rollins just needs to be on his own. He works better alone.
Yeah, I was gonna.
To play both roles. It's just Rollins just in his weird. I feel like Rollins' character now just needs to evolve into a Shawn Michaels esque where I'm just gonna put on banger matches anytime you see me.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. Pops, I don't know if you're still in here. Has there been another staple that the whole original groups got hurt at this point? I don't know if Pop's still watching, but um, yeah, I definitely agree. Which I think it's a lot of ways they can run this King in the Ring. I'm gonna be honest, because to me, Dom's character is getting stale too. Um, they got to be careful though, because say if the Judgment Day interferes with Oba, you can't have them because then you got to build the whole freaking. You got to build them up. If they somehow cost Oba the match, you're gonna have to show credibility behind it because Oba's the most dominant force there is right now. One would believe they would need to. Um, I ultimately think we're gonna get Oba and Seth. Reason I say this, I think that's when they pull Lesnar in it. And I think then that's how you get all the other fiasco and this, that, and other involved in it. I can see for the last time the Blink with Brock gets involved. Then from Oba's side, I can see Brock Lesnar getting involved. And I think then you'll see who wins. I think honestly that's gonna tell the story behind it. Where if you do let Seth get over, or that's why I don't think they're gonna let Seth win cleanly. I think it'd be Brock sits there and whatever, and Seth can still take. Because honestly, this is another thing, Josh. What is Roman's character? Is he the face, is he baby face, a face? I don't think he's a heel at this point. So does Seth pull a fast one more time? Even though I don't think they necessarily, neither one of them need to be a heel or a face for them to fight. But knowing the WWE, they always have to have that because they won't ever just let two neutral people ever just fight. So does Brock cash in one favor or some BS they come up with? I don't know. I don't know because
It's a conundrum for sure. It's very like it's very there. It is at the same time it is unpredictable, but at the same time it's like what's the payoff? Like
right.
who's gonna benefit from everything else? And I feel like I said, I feel like a lot of the older stars, Roman, Seth, Brock, they're gonna just benefit more, and everybody who they've been trying to build up, it's like I feel like they have this weird trust issue where they try to push new people and they just fail, and then they're like, well, if everybody's failing, then we have to rely on our old stars because they're the ones who've been doing this, and and I think they're just choosing wrong. They gave Jey Uso, and a lot of the online fans were like, Jey Uso's not that guy, but the general public were running with it, and I think it caused that divide and everything else in between, and I feel like they're just very afraid to do like pull the trigger on like new things, and they'll just be like, okay, all reliable. It's like Vince, calling Undertaker, like, I need WrestleMania to be fired. Hey, let me call up Taker, or let me call up Brock Lesnar, or let me call up whoever, I feel like they're just gonna keep recycling. And with Roman, as far as characterized, to me, he kind of took on Undertaker's role where he's just on a different plane on himself. He's the guy without the title. He's the guy with the title. He can appear whatever he wants, however he wants. Roman can work. We know he can go. He has everything in the chamber for him. But I feel like I said, they're running. They signed. I feel like also their roster is too big. They're running into. They want to give Jacob a chance. They want to give Obafemi a chance. They want to give LA. It's too many people on the board right now, and you run into somebody's gonna have to take the L.
Yeah, I definitely think that's why the importance of shows, man, where you have people that's just on the Raw and SmackDown and whatever they can actually bring, but at the same token, you can build up your smaller titles, but I don't know because I just feel like we're at a stalemate. Even with as much as I love Trick, I want to see Trick still develop into the superstar he needs to be. But throw him the LA Knight, throw him the guys the Solo, throw him the guys that are all trying to climb to the top. Don't just keep them just sitting there with no work. Like, hey, if Jey Uso, he doesn't have the in ring as a top star, but hey, throw him in there. Throw him in there with Trick. Throw him in there with Carmelo Hayes. Throw him in with Monte. There's only one way for someone that he has the other stuff behind him. He's just not in-ring polished like that. But it's like they drop the ball because I'm gonna be honest with you, Josh. Like, I think they got so much there that every show can be banger after banger after banger, where we don't have to keep repeating the same stuff. Because knowing them and I'm knowing them, they're gonna throw CM Punk right in the middle of this nonsense.
I totally forgot about Punk. You're completely right. Punk is still in it because he teased him and Cody. So then you're chopping Gunther at the leg. You're chopping Gunther at the leg, and it's like, who wins? Like who are you really gonna like build around? Because for all these guys, CM Punk, I give him an extra 2 years tops. Rollins at the end take of his career. Becky said it. This is her in an interview. She was like, "This the last contract she signed. I think at the top of the year is her last contract.
Yeah.
Whether or not she actually decides to retire or she decides to jump ship. I feel like now is the time where you look at your older talent and you go, guys, y'all gonna have to look up at the lights, bro. Y'all gonna have to eat that 3 second pin. And because, we don't know if we're gonna keep you here, and we got other stars that wants it, that's gonna build to it. And I feel like I said, they don't want to piss off their older talent because if they
Yep.
need to call them up for a big show or big, they'll be like, nah, you did me dirty. But then at the same time, a lot of these younger talent are seeing, hey, if you're gonna, you know, keep feeding to them, what's my point of even being here? I can either go do something else. Now I got the fame and the stardom. Or I could just leave and up and dip, take my quality to somewhere else, go to AEW or Japan and make more money.
Yeah. And that's another thing that was popping up. They was talking about people ain't they trying to cut down on them paychecks. But um I did want to get into this, Josh. We're gonna go to the women's side. The women's I'm extremely aggravated for a couple different reasons on this women's side. I didn't like that Roxanne got eliminated early. And even though I know Io Sky is the more polished, I don't like. And I'm gonna go on my little rant. Why is she here?
Don't know.
And
Don't. She's champion. I don't know. She's literally
why?
champion. I don't know.
And I have a theory, and you're gonna think I'm crazy. I think she's gonna be in the finals. I think they're literally gonna walk her down to the finals. If
And
it's
I know
not Becky, I think she's gonna get right down here for some reason. I don't. I know this probably sounds crazy, Josh, but I feel like This is one of them WWE moves that make no sense, but for some reason they have already flirted with the idea. I have a funny feeling this is gonna be here on a wasted spot.
exactly where once again from the men's side, Lash Legend could have benefited from this.
Yes,
Um, I'll say Bailey could have benefited because Bailey cooled off.
Lord,
I do like the
right?
fact at least they're pulling the trigger on Raquel.
I
I
don't think they are.
I hope they do. It would make
Josh,
sense.
I'm
Like
begging. I'm begging.
we're talking WWE here.
I
And
have a funny feeling it's gonna be Raquel versus Liv, and
I
Raquel takes the pin.
and I hope not. I hope not. I hope they kick Liv out from the Judgment Day.
I
I
do
hope that's
too.
what they're trying to tell. They kick Liv out.
I just I feel bad because this one here should have been on a different side here to build credibility for the story. The Judgment Day, I've been saying this forever. It needs to go. Last Legend, like you said, I think she needs some more work in ring. She needs to Chelsea Green. They're literally wasting her talent. Um, dang, what's my other girl that was fighting? Um, Ruka, you literally just gave her the belt last freaking week. Why is she in here?
Don't know. Don't know where they could have slotted in. They couldn't slot in uh
Dang, who was that girl that was who was fighting Jade before Rhea?
was fighting Jay before Rhea.
They had a little small feud.
Jordan Grace,
Yeah, where is she at?
she's injured.
Ah, okay, that makes
She's
sense.
injured. And then
Okay.
Stephanie Valkyr too. And I feel like I said, the injuries also play a part in
Am
this
I? You just mentioned Stephanie. Are they just leading this thing up for Stephanie to come back and get the belt from Liv?
more than
Because
likely. More than likely.
Liv has no, they haven't gave her any other work. I would love to see her and Alexis Bliss. I thought Roxanne was probably going to be the one to turn. There's a lot of angles they could have thing. Raquel flips out, and you know what? I'm the most dominant force on this group. No, hey, let's just put her in the queen in the ring. But then this is, I know, Josh, I'm so scared because I feel like this was the meeting. Well, she has nothing else to do. The fans will never expect her to win. Let's hurt it. Like, I could really see them do that. You'd be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's they literally like same thing with the men. They're they don't know what to do. They're relying on whatever, and it's like y'all could have went so many angles. They what I'm surprised they didn't do, and I feel like would have made the tournament a little bit more. They could have slotted in any of the men and women from NXT just to shine a little light on them. They don't have to win, but
but you know what's funny though? I felt like I thought that was the whole part. Remember when John Cena was talking about this tournament and we were going it's no follow, like there's never any follow through with anything.
mm-hmm.
It's just like not to go jump right back off track here, but like Carmelo Hayes, since he lost the belt, I don't think has he won a match since. Like,
No, I think he's been teasing that whole thing with the whole eventual like match between him and Trick. That's something that's small. If they can play it right, that's something brewing in that pot. I wouldn't be mad of
mhm,
like we kind of spoke on this a few episodes
mhm.
back. If they run it back and then for whatever odd reason or they attempt a match, Carmelo pretty much joins up with Trick, and we have like a little. I could see them doing like a little like I don't want to say it like this, but like I wouldn't mind like a hood version of like DX from them too, and
Yeah,
then have Yachty in the mix where like
yeah.
they're serious, but they can make us laugh. They can make us happy. Like Trick with the backhand slap, like it's like he's just been chefing it up on all angles recently, and I feel like putting him with Carmelo Hayes again, and then having Yachty in that mix can really up their stock a whole lot more. They just need to, like I said, play it right.
I definitely agree, man. I'm just so hesitant. And then before we get into our little bonus topics, I don't know if you've seen. I honestly I don't be watching like the weekly shows. I normally go watch reaction videos off of TikTok because I don't have it in me. But they're teasing this Sami Zayn thing. I like Josh is, I don't. What are we doing here with Sami Zayn? What are we doing?
It's like they're they're trying to do CPR on a dead horse. Like I, they keep trying to tell is Sammy gonna win the big one? Is Sammy gonna? And then they just keep flopping it and flopping it, and he lose. I feel like Sami Zayn is Finn Balor's like equal. Like at this point, they're pin eaters. When it comes they're just pin eaters, and anytime people's getting tired of him. Like I honestly, Sammy needs time away. He needs to, whether it's get off TV for a while
He
or
need to get off of freaking WWE
leave.
forever.
I'm tired of Sammy. I'm really I'm I'm done. I'm over the Sami Zayn hype. You know, a few years ago, yeah, the Sami was my guy, and then they just they beat him down to the point where I'm like, I don't even want to see him on my TV. I'd rather see Kevin Owens on my TV now.
It's I definitely agree with you on that, man. It's I swear he's like the Pokeball. Like they always, Sammy, it's time to go get Sammy. They just thought, come on, man. We literally just got rid of this dude. Um, I do got a funny clip, but I'm gonna ask you this. I already know what you're gonna answer. Favorite WWE game all time?
Favorite WWE game of all time. Oh,
You don't say here comes the pain.
you
I
know,
know, Josh.
here comes the pain for sure, but at a hot like two, um, I would say at right now it's between 2K19
Was
and
that Randy Orton, right?
huh?
Was that Randy Orton one? He on the
No,
cover?
at 2K. What was 2K19?
Hold on.
I think 2K19 was it? I can't remember who it was. Damn, who was on that cover? I can't remember.
Oh, AJ Styles?
AJ Styles, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been having a whole lot of fun with 2K26. I have my gripes and issues with it, but I like 2K26. But as of right now, Here Comes the Pain is definitely still up there. I see in the comments a lot of the SmackDown versus Raw series got a place in my heart too.
I always would say
oh 09,
what is it, 07?
07.
07 was definitely this year's rest. I definitely only thing I haven't got past is that freaking gauntlet. I can't get past that gauntlet.
For the I'm just gonna play the showcase for CM Punk.
Oh,
I'm not.
I done completed the whole show. I've done everything on that game. I can't. That's the only thing I can't get past is that freaking gauntlet, bro.
Yeah,
WWE 14. I don't
WWE. What
even
was it?
remember
14
14.
or for me, the last one CM Punk cover. I think that was WWE 13. That was good. 14, I think, was it Randy?
No, that's the Rock.
The Rock. What 13?
That's 14. 13 is CM Punk.
Yeah, 13 was good. 14 was, yeah. There's a lot of WWE games that's in my heart. But Here Comes the
Um,
Pain will forever be there.
Favorite WWE finisher.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm gonna have to say honestly, it doesn't get no better than the pedigree. I feel like just the way the pedigree is and the way Triple H like did variations of the pedigree, like that's a cold finish. That is a cold finish to like end it off with. But honorable mention.
Hold on, Josh. Yo, Rose, you on timeout? That is nuts.
Woo. Nah, no way,
yo,
no way. Bump
yo, that is Diddy 2K.
that. Use that viscera. Nah, this makes the game tight with that finisher.
yo,
It's like, what are we doing?
yo, Rose,
Rikishi.
you on timeout, bro?
Yo,
Um,
super kick. Yup.
I was gonna, for me, I was gonna say Batista Bomb. Um, that other one took me out. Last bonus topic before we get the clip. What career you felt ended too soon, or you felt like they should have wrestled longer?
uh, this is gonna be a hot one.
I feel like I know.
I wasn't gonna say anybody old, but I don't know if y'all know or Velveteen Dream.
Oh, buddy, that got in trouble, right?
Yeah, it sucks
Yeah.
to suck, but he had something in the pot, and I feel like he messed that up himself. If he was on that right track, I feel like Velveteen Dream would have been something special in current day times. Brian Pillman, I agree. I've seen Brian Pillman in the comment. Who would you say?
Oh, you're gonna laugh. Um, I feel like Batista left too early.
I agree.
I don't think I have my own conspiracy theory with Batista, but I don't think we ever got to see the proper Batista. One, for him to leave, but how the stuff was done, I didn't like his retirement. I didn't like none of the layout, to be honest with you. For someone, to me, I will always say peak Batista was, to me, one B, if not one A, during his whole time period in his career. But that's just to me, like that Oracle with him with that heavyweight belt, um, the suits, the turtlenecks, the whole aura. I still think he has to me, he's top 5 entrants all time. Like everything around Batista, I really hated how he left at the end. I didn't like no parts of it, to me, honestly.
Yeah, with Batista, I would have loved to seen him and Brock. I feel like that's a dream match that we were
Yeah.
robbed of. And I wouldn't have mind him and Brock. Um, I feel like him and Rollins work, because since they did the 6-man with the Evolution, him and Rollins could have been something. Him and Roman could have been something. We were definitely robbed of that, and I think I wouldn't. I don't want to say kind of hate, but I feel like deep down inside he's kind of envious of Cena because of the simple fact, like I say, 1A, 1B, and they both came up together, and Cena just kind of overlapped him. But if I think Cena wasn't in that picture, we probably would have been talking Batista, 16-time world champion. That's my honest.
No, you're gonna.
Cena wasn't in. If Cena didn't save his career, Batista would have had Cena's spot, 100% sure.
I'm gonna say this. Say this is a wild comparison. I think Batista is freaking Carmelo Anthony. If
Yo,
Carmelo didn't have LeBron, I think it's like, hey, the guy that literally you came out with just happens to be one of the greatest of all time. Like, honestly, there was nothing wrong with you did. It's just, hey, the guy literally in the same thing. It's just that's my thing with them. But you're gonna laugh. I haven't told you what this is, but you probably can guess what this clip is gonna be. But, ladies and gentlemen, here's the clip of the week.
see it ready.
Customs gonna let you in again. I told you not to bring so much moisturizer.
It wasn't the moisturizer. The toxic TSA didn't let me in with my 4 emotional support cats.
Wait, look at this.
Danhausen, I can smell the toxicity from here.
First, my Cavs get embarrassed in the playoffs, then Myles Garrett gets traded.
Miz, enough of the American sports.
Don't worry about that. I'm gonna take care of this right here, right now. Hold on a second.
Hey, don't touch that! Oh, hey, the Miz, what are you doing in my home?
Oh, you don't like people coming into your house uninvited, do you?
No, who would?
Do you like people touching your things?
Not particularly.
How about this?
Family heirloom, please don't.
Shit, what about this?
It's brand new, please don't. Oh, my God. Please don't, really don't touch that. Oh, my God. I've been looking all over for this. Italian gelatos.
Miz, what happened? Miz! Miz!
But this clip of the week is your boy Danhausen.
Yo, I like what they're doing with Danhausen. You know, it brings back that little attitude era funniness to it. You know, where they're just being silly for the sake of being silly. And like Miz, like I said, I gave Miz his flowers. Miz always shoots it out the park. 9 times out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Like them two are just like a match made in heaven. Like they can run this play as long as they want. And like I said, I'm ready to see all three, him, Danhausen, Miz, R-Truth. Hey, yo, let's run it up. Let's just make it crazy.
Right. What is this man Rose talking about before we get out of here?
JTG, yeah, from our conversation, like who should have had a career.
Oh, okay. That was it. Yeah, Crime Time could have been a lot. They were in the.
They broke up a little early, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Someone left it. This is from Twitch. Bruh, it's cold in it.
I'll probably a pedigree.
But, Josh, as always, it's been real. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment. It's your boys from I'm Not Cappin. It's the main event. Also, y'all make sure y'all tap in with my boy Josh. He does his own content also on TikTok, Instagram. Make sure, man, we trying to show love, spread word. Have a great weekend, my brother.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. It was a fun conversation. He the one at that, but man, wrestling, love it or hate it. It's an art, and we just, we appreciate the art.
And on that, Rose, Lion is